So what happened is, during like me and Dark got in a little argument, and I said, "Hey, you haven't even investigated that malicious prosecution thing from the BCSO." And he's like, "We investigated it, and we found no wrongdoing." All right, that's what he said, kind of like that.
Yeah.
And then I went down there today because I wanted to FOIA it, right? And they started asking me questions about it, like, well, now you don't have to worry about the FOIA. You're not going to be able to get it because now the investigation's back open. And I'm like, but I have the right to see what was considered closed for my own legal, knowledge, because I might have a court case against you guys now, right? And then he's like, well, him and two other marshals are all saying the same thing. They're like, well, now that it's an open investigation again, since you talked to us, we don't have to give you this FOIA. Which I thought was very odd because, yeah.
Wait, who said that?
Dark, Sparks, and Nova. 3 of them.
Yo, speaking of, I got something on Sparks. I noticed she responded to your twat.
Yeah. Yeah, she did.
Can she do that? If you want to get real petty, if you want to get real petty, you can file a civil case on that.
I will say, Pred, I think you should call me as a witness.
Yeah, I got a bunch of people I got to call as witnesses. It's gonna be a big case. I don't expect people to. The thing that, all right, you know what I'm worried about with the court case? If I was them, and I knew that there was like, the tactic that I'm expecting them to do is if I call in people like you, Moss, that they're gonna fucking call you for they're gonna say we'd like her for fucking, for redirect later on in the case or whatever. Can't remember what it's called. Yeah, recall. Mark you for recall. And I think that if they see, like, I don't know. I'm worried that they might do some dirty tactics to try and make the case go on a long period of time because I don't see. So I do not see Charlotte Spade being able to handle the heat that I'm going to bring. So I don't know who's going to be involved in the fucking courtroom.
I mean, she literally got screwed. I think that I would actually get.
She's being puppeted, man.
Someone. She is. It's obvious as hell. I mean, it's obvious when she pulls writ of doesn't know what she's talking about, barely can copy post on the forum. And this is no, like, I'm not trying to say fuck Spade here. I genuinely believe that she's probably trying to do her best and do the job as to the best of her ability. And when you have this higher authority that is using scare tactics come to you and make you do things, what are you going to do? You're going to try to follow their direction. But you can tell she's too green for this. And then the reposting had a separate writ. Bro, someone's feeding her. What I would do is I think you should get Tony to file a motion to ensure that everybody involved in the raid is put is uncovered. You need to know that information. It's not on your raid warrant. There's missing information. There is literally only 3 statements, not a singular one from a marshal. All the officers are not there.
Is that Alana calling you?
Yes.
Just hang up and I'll call her. I'll deal with it.
Before you do, I got something for you.
All right. Oh.
Hey.
What? What do you got for me?
Pred, you need to request all of those. It's inherently a Brady violation. You have the right to bring Angel in and ask particular questions as to who led it.
Oh, dude, I've already been. So what's been tying up my time is me prepping my case, right? I actually have an order that I want to ask people questions in. No point in me having her go first.
I gotcha.
But also, I think it could be extremely beneficial if I have a Hail Mary plan where I think I can perjure her on the stand.
I bet you could. Give us 1 second, Daisy. I got to tell Pred something that I don't want to conflict you on. It's nothing illegal. I swear.
Something illegal, isn't it?
No, it's not. I spoke to Sonya yesterday.
Oh, okay. What'd she say?
she was brought into interrogation, and Espinosa asked her, knew that she sold you the warehouse, and he asked her what was in there before she sold it to him, which means that before the raid was conducted, they already knew she sold you the warehouse. So the entire fucking bullshit, brother, all right, about fucking, like, you know, putting, like, you know, hey, you know how I've been saying this entire time, like, oh, they must have known that, like, you just got the warehouse, right? They couldn't have missed it, and it was like, you know, dog shit investigative work. It turns out they actually did know, and if they did know, they proceeded with posting on the docket. This entire case should be fucking dismissed. And if any of that is also true, none of it is on the docket to begin with.
Are they purposely fucking everything up? Like, I feel, are they actually trying to help me?
They have such a...
So give me the one quick rundown of what you just said so I can better put it in my notes. Just give me it one more time.
Sonya wanted to speak to me yesterday. I spoke to her. In it, she told me that she was brought into interrogation right after, like, they shot up the Marshals. She was brought into interrogation. She was asked by Espinosa what was in the warehouse before you sold it to Pred. That statement right there confirms that the Marshals, who were a part of the raid, already knew that Sonya sold you the warehouse. Given the fact that they knew this prior to the conduction of the raid, they did not, number one, do their due diligence. Number two, it further shows that they wanted to immediately raid this before getting further context. They had the ability to lock it down, etc., etc. Number three, that even if they needed to conduct the raid immediately, the fact that they posted the writ, they didn't note that after they did the raid, they were not required to go immediately to the docket. They have 30 days to investigate. Instead, they immediately put the writ in, which resulted in them very quickly putting up a docket case before they were concluded whose shit was it. Not only does this show that they are acting maliciously and prosecuting maliciously, but there's a second point to be made here, is when you scrutinize the docket, that information is not on there. So regardless of whether or not you throw Sonya under the bus, whether she decides to come and be open, hey, that was my shit, the fact is that that evidence is not on the docket, brother. You need it to create a defense. If they have information showing that this may have been her shit, that is your information to have.
All right, that's good. I mean, I was cooking pretty hard too because, you know what I noticed about the warrant that I didn't pick up on before? They actually never disclosed that I that I had a weapons license prior that was removed. And they purposely do point out that the two guns that they're charging me with are linked to incidences that occurred April 29th, April 8th, April 11th, and March the 7th. So they literally withheld information that would have been pertinent to proving that I didn't even have access to buy firearms for 3 months. So they purposely withhold that information in the warrant to paint a picture. They never state that I had 2 weapons licenses. They never stated that I had a weapons license that I lost. They never state anything.
Oh my God.
So they literally misrepresented facts and chose not to paint the whole picture of everything that's going on because they were just so focused on the narrative that they were painting. Because after reading this like 6-7 times, what they're alluding to is that there was a massive time frame that I could have potentially been buying guns. But the massive time frame that I could have been buying guns is substantiated by evidence that I didn't even have a weapons license, and I always bought guns with a card. So they purposely leave out bank records as well that could clear, because I've only bought one gun since July, and it was the one
They didn't post it?
No.
Do they understand what Brady is?
I don't see. Let me just double check to see if they did post bank records.
I don't think. Oh my God, bro!
No,
this
not
is
not
actually...
one bank records here. There's multiple incidents, multiple reports, but there is no bank records that are posted here.
I think that on the back. So you submitted the FOIA, right? Or did you only talk to Doc?
So I only talked to Dark. I did not submit the FOIA stuff yet.
You need to do that.
I was gonna wait for Angel.
Good idea. I believe.
Do you guys need me for anything else?
No, I think we're good.
All right. You guys hang in there, okay?
Oh,
It's like that cat
hey.
poster.